Greetings. I can remember quite vividly one night standing on a hill overlooking the city of Kingston, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And that inner voice within me says to me, look at all those things that you're beholding. Do you realize that everything that you're seeing, it was first a thought, it was first an idea, it was first imagined, it was once in someone's mind, and you're beholding the manifestation, you're beholding the creation, and that is where that was sealed within me because I received it by divine revelation. But growing up, I was told to go to school and get good grades, get a good education, and I would get a good job. And that will bring an end to my poverty. So, for example, in the Caribbean, they use a slogan that says to educate, to eradicate poverty. But even though many people call me crazy, I will continue to teach that it is meditation that you must use to eradicate poverty. And I'm speaking from example because my life has changed tremendously when I realized that there is a law of mentalism. When I realized that thoughts become things. When I realized that we are responsible for everything in our life. When I understand the law of cause and effect. I no longer blame a devil or some entity outside of myself for my poverty. I realize that poverty is actually a spiritual warfare, and I must win the battle by being in full control of my mind. So, when I got that revelation, and I continue to believe in my intuition to lead me and guide me, because from a youth growing up, I was getting many mystical experiences. Okay, and though at the time many wasn't making enough sense to me, the time came now that they were actually making sense to me. And so morning after morning, I would wake up at 3 and begin to write, because I remember of a man who was just like me. I think he grew up somewhere in Iran. Okay, and he said, when you wake up certain time in the morning, do not go back to bed. The morning breeze has certain secret to tell you. I think his name was Rumi. Okay, and I remember that quite vividly. And so I would not go back to bed, and I would always just wait for the leading and the guidance. And that's what allowed me to write this book, Meditate to Eradicate Poverty. Okay, and the other books, like Your Mood is Your Fortune, How to Open the Floodgates of Abundance, How to Turn Water into Wine, and not forgetting the 66 Books of Magic, the Overcomer's Bible, where I'm showing you that the Bible is all mind science, that it addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically, it must be understood metaphysically, and it must be understood esoterically, because it is pointing you to look inwardly to understand the working of energy, vibration, and frequency, so you can understand the spiritual law of alchemy that will help you to create your life whichever way you want it to be. So when you look on the thumbnail of this video, you would see the latest things in terms of science, technology, okay? And for example, the phone, everyone know what the latest phone looks like, but the very first phone was different, but other people keep improving, and that manifestation, which was once a meditation in someone's mind, I think his name was Alexander Graham Bell, okay, and many people, okay, continue from that until we have, I would say, a computer. We're walking around with a mini computer, which we refer to as our cell phone. That's why I use the older version of the phone there, okay. And then when you look, you're seeing the computer, okay, and the computer is actually a replica of you. Everything is basically a replica of you. Everything comes from the mind, and everybody believes in the internet that you see in www.com, okay, but most people do not know that anything about the microcosm and the macrocosm. Many people do not know of the one great divine mind. And all of us have an individual mind. We have to connect to that divine mind. Many people do not know anything about the ether and how when the Bible says that my words will not return unto me void, but it must accomplish that which I send it to prosper anything where do I send it. It is when you send it out into the ether, but it must vibrate within you, a place in you. I call the subconscious mind must get the feeling that your wish is fulfilled to activate your magical self. So in short, I'm saying every manifestation is actually the outcome of a meditation. Okay, it was first a thought, it was first an idea, it was first imagine. People think when you close your eyes and you go in silent in a sacred place, a secluded place, that's the only how you meditate. No, you're meditating morning, noon, and night, every moment. But you have to be conscious and aware that thoughts become things, and you have to become the policeman of your mind. It's all mind control. When you look again at the thumbnail, you're seeing all of the money that is there. Showing the money was first a thought, it was first an idea, it was first imagined. So it's energy. Okay, so you are a bank. You can print money if you understand the power of your imagination. And even the Bible tells you that your imagination is the pattern whereby you can form and shape and mold, and you can print and you can reprint, you can remold and reshape things. Okay, and you're told that you must be transformed only by the renewing of your mind and not be conformed. So the world wants to keep you dumb by having you looking at the outside for a Lord or Savior or some Redeemer or someone to come to help you and to save you. But if you look deeply, you would realize all these things I mentioned, there was first a thought, there was first an idea, there was first imagine. Everybody believed in a Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi could go through wall, it could do all of that. Okay? But they do not believe that the things that they're not seeing, okay, that they're right there in a world that they're not seeing. But you actually come from that world, the world of the invisible. And that is why you have to go within through meditation, because you understand, as I said earlier, that thoughts become things. Okay, and a word is a thought expressed, and every action is also the expression of a thought. So all the great inventors and innovators, everything that you see that they bring to humanity to make this world a better place, it is the manifestation of a meditation. They had it in their mind long before. And sometimes if you tell people the ideas and the things you have in your mind, they call you crazy. And sometimes when you tell people the truth about how the Bible is a book of mind science, they will tell you blasphemy. And I'm speaking from experience. So my brother and my sisters, just as that inner voice within me revealed the secret of everything that I was beholding, I was looking at the port, I was looking at all of the buildings. Some of the buildings, I know them because I know the tongue and how the tongue is situated and so on. The vehicles I was running up and down and so on. Everything I was beholding, I realized everything that I was seeing. There was a time it was invisible and now become visible. It was first a thought in someone's mind. It was first an idea. And I'm seeing the manifestation of ideas. So what ideas do you have? I'm saying to you, just as those men and women believe in that which they have the insight, but they couldn't contact it in the tangible way in terms of the five senses, but they believe in the intangible world, the invisible world. I'm saying to you, believe in the invisible world by learning to believe in yourself and love yourself and embrace yourself and practice meditation every moment of your life. In other words, live your life being more aware, be more conscious about your consciousness, because it is consciousness that is creating reality. As a matter of fact, the only thing that is real is your consciousness. So my brother, my sisters, grab a hold of your life and be in control of your mind and use your mind to create your life whichever way you want it to be. And use this thumbnail and watch everything that you are seeing and realize that it came from the mind of someone. Therefore, they do not have a different mind than you. They may have a different arrangement of the same mind than you. And all you need to do is just rearrange your mind, and you can live the life that they live also. It just means that all of us have different purpose, different calling. So know what is your purpose and do things within your purpose. And you will live a very fulfilling life. And you will never leave an unfinished work on this planet. Also, you will create generational wealth. So, with that being said, my brother, I can go on and on and on and on, but I'm going to come to a close here. I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you and you have a subscriber already, I definitely encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share this video. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram and you'd like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at Black Mad Guru. And if you want to grab a hold of my work, I'll definitely encourage you to check out all the links that are down below. I'll definitely encourage you to get this book, Meditate to Eradicate Poverty. Also get your mood is your fortune, get the 66 books of magic. Okay, get my work. As a matter of fact, I believe this book should have been in every home in the Caribbean and in Africa. They should be in every school and be read in every school. But they won't do it. But you who are wise, you will make sure you get it in your home, because when you get it and your children get it and they read it, it is you creating generational wealth. You don't create wealth for yourself. Wealth is not to show off and to wear big link and all of that. No, it's for your children. Whatever I'm doing here, it's for my family, it's for my children. You could do the same. Okay? I grew up in dire poverty, but the intelligence in me showed me how to live my life by showing me the power that I have inside of me that I can use to achieve my every desire. And I'm sharing it with you. That's why I say you will open up the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing that won't have room enough to store it. Okay, that's why I wrote that book, How to Open the Floodgates of Abundance from Malachi 3. Okay, so my brother and my sister, as I said, I can go on and on and on, but I definitely encourage you to check out all of the links that are down below. I have my page, and if you want to be a part of my page and community, you're most welcome. I have a course there for people donating $20. It's called The Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously, and along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. So whatever you desire, I would definitely encourage you to check out all of the links that are down below and let your intuition lead you and guide you into what to do, just as my intuition lead me and guide me. And I've seen the results. You too will see the results in your life. So with that being said, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. And I want to say peace, love you all, out.